In this video, we're going to go through how you can group eKyro devices together. Like in this example, we have 4 smart plugs, and sometimes you don't always want to operate those independently. And so what you can do is you can create a group to actuate and control those together instead of just always controlling them independently. Creating a group is extremely simple. When you're in the Smart Life app, here you can see that I have Smart Plug Couch, Couch 2, Smart Plug, and Smart Plug 2. If I wanted to group the 2 couch smart plugs together so that they'd operate together, it would be as easy as me just going into one of those items, selecting the pencil icon in the top right-hand corner, selecting Create Group, and adding that couch to my group. Once I select Save, it's going to create a group, the name Smart Plug Couch Group, which sounds good to me. So I'll select Finish, and now I have this group that's been created. So you'll see here with the 2 lights, when I select the power button on this item, that both of those lights come on together, and when I turn it off, both of those turn off together. Now if I wanted to change the items that are in this group, it would be as easy as selecting the pencil icon in the top right-hand corner and changing the group devices that I have. Here you can see I could add a smart plug or Smart Plug 2, or I could remove whatever devices I wanted to from that group. One thing to note within a group is that groups do not typically report monitoring data together. You can see that voltage, current, and power all report at 0 watts, and that's because this group is really only for control and doesn't consolidate those monitoring features. If we go back to our home screen, we can see that the Smart Plug Couch group has been created and is displayed on the home screen. In this specific instance, maybe I have 2 lights next to my couch. I always want them to be controlled together, so I no longer have a need for both of those tiles of Smart Plug Couch and Smart Plug Couch 2. So one of the things about groups is once you've grouped them, you can actually remove those other tiles to really clean up that interface. I'll select the Edit button, and I will just hit the minus next to Smart Plug Couch 2 and Smart Plug Couch. I'll move these around a little bit. There we go. So now I have Smart Plug Couch group, and I've removed those other ones to kind of clean things up a little bit. Now what we'll do is we'll actually group Smart Plug and Smart Plug 2. Those are some bedroom lights that I have. So I'll go into Smart Plug. I'll select the pencil icon in the top right-hand corner, select Create Group, and I will add the other Smart Plug. One of the things you notice here is that even though Couch and Couch 2 are grouped, they can still be added into my other groups, which really allows you to add multiple groups that work together, but also can overlap a little bit. So I'll call this Bedroom Lights and select Finish. So here you can see that I have bedroom lights, and if I select the power button on the bottom, you can see that these 2 now are operating together. That's great. I no longer have need for these 2 smart plugs, so I'll press and hold, and I will remove Smart Plug 1 and Smart Plug 2. So now I've consolidated 4 specific devices into just 2 groups and really cleaned up my home screen. One of the other cool things that grouping allows you to do is to use them together with tap to runs and automations. Those 2 features are consolidated under the Scene category. So if I select Scene, you can see on the top I have Tap to Run and Automation. A Tap to Run is where you select a button that executes a series of events, where an automation typically has an external trigger. In this example, I want to create an automation, so I'll go to the top right-hand button and select plus, and create a scene. You can see the top option is for launching a Tap to Run, which is a manually started event, or the automatic started events are below that. When a device status changes, on a schedule, when the weather changes like rain or wind, location, and a couple other options. In this example, I would like my couch lights to turn on at sunset. So what I'll do is I'll select Schedule, I'll select Sunset, I'll select right at sunset, even though I could go before or after sunset, confirm, and obviously it needs to know my location to know what time the sun is setting. So I'll say that I'm in New York, confirm, and I want that to repeat every day. So I'll select Confirm. So here we have a scene that has the trigger condition as sunset at the specific location I set. And so what I'll do is I will then choose a device, single device because we have them grouped, and I will grab that group, which is Smart Plug Couch Group. Now with this group, I specifically want the switch power to be on, and I would confirm that. So here you can see that I have this automation that when the sun sets, turn on that smart group. I'll select save and name it turn on couch lights. Great. Now I have this automation set up that will execute on that specific group. If I wanted to tap to run, I could do that by also selecting the plus icon, selecting create scene, and select launch tap to run. You'll notice that I only have a then, which allows me to then do multiple things. Let's just say that I wanted to turn on both of those groups. I would select the plus icon, device, single device, because I'll grab that group, switch power on, and then I can actually add a second one, single device, bedroom lights, switch one on. Now you can notice that there's actually multiple ways that you could accomplish this. Maybe instead of using the groups, I want to do all these individually, and that'd be perfectly fine. But the current tap to run that I have created would actually turn on all of the lights that I have, or all the smart switches, but I could also set that to just do the individual devices. Device, multiple devices, set switch power to open for all these. There we go. Now I have all of those getting turned on by that tap to run. So there's a lot of different ways that you can execute some of these items. If you no longer want a group and would like to remove that group, it's as easy as going into the group, selecting the pencil icon, and dismissing that group. I'll select confirm, and now that group has been removed. And maybe I want to bring back those individual icons, so I'll select the edit button, select add card, and then I'll bring those individual items back. So there you can see I have those individual items. I'll select finish, and then those items are back, and the group has now been removed. In this video, we talked about using device groups to control multiple devices at once, and how you can leverage those within automations or tap to runs. If you're having any questions or have issues with device groups, let us know. Shoot us an email at info@eKyro.com.